Today, I'm going to start a new series on this channel called the Artist Radar. I'm going to give you guys 5 artists per video, varying from about 100 monthly listeners to around 150,000 monthly listeners, to keep you guys in the loop and have some new talent on your radar. For this series, I specifically wanted to focus on artists under 150,000 monthly listeners to really bring a new audience to the artists. The artists will range in genres, so hopefully there's a little bit of something for everyone. So with that being said, let's dive in. First on this list, I don't really know how to say bro's name, I can't lie. I think it's Calebrs or Calebrs or something, but he's primarily an instrumental artist focusing on media and vocal sample flips, very reminiscent of Devon Hendrix and producers like Madlib. He has a really nice glossy, nearly psychedelic soundscape with typical styles of drums, but they aren't doing that much, but at the same time they're doing just enough. At the time of filming this video, Caleb is nearly at 1,000 monthly listeners, but he has the potential and range to boost these listeners rapidly, as well as the fact that he's seeing a lot of growth on TikTok, where I actually found him for myself. At the time of recording this, only 3 albums have been released, with pretty basic titles, but they perfectly summarize the sounds you'll be hearing when you dive into these projects, so check bro out. Here's a few songs I'll put on the screen right now. I mess with them heavy. Let me know what you think, and let's dive into the next artist. Big Luke is a 16 or 17-year-old traditional hip-hop artist who started posting absolute hits to streaming services not long ago in mid-2024. He's immense, currently over 12,000 monthly listeners, and I actually found him from this second streaming service song, Sedative, a unique approach of jazz rap with cool vocal inflections reminding me a lot of Kendrick Lamar. After I heard this track on TikTok, I instantly tapped in. Letting Luke know how fire his work was, I also posted the first ever TikTok that someone posted to a Big Luke song, trying to further push his agenda. Now, although living miles away, me and Luke are in contact and talk somewhat frequently, since he's dropped 2 full-length albums and multiple EPs and projects, which are all very cohesive and engaging to listen to. Luke has an insanely impressive flow and lyrics that can really pull on your heartstrings. His albums represent themes proudly, and he's able to really drive a careful narrative through his words. Luke, along with some of his frequent collaborators and friends being Sandro, Cloudy, and of course Q the Hero and Colin, have sounds that really work well together, bouncing off each other's charisma and energy perfectly. I've had a few songs to recommend you to check out. I'll throw them on the screen now. But with that being said, let's dive into the next artist. Teccmeta is a bouncy, rage, and synth-based artist with addictive vocals and ad-libs reminiscent of Sofago. This dude absolutely flows on every track he's ever been on, and has some really clean flows and his cadence on these tracks despite not having many. He's immense 13,000 monthly listeners at the time of recording this, and I found him maybe a bit longer than a year ago on TikTok for his first ever streaming service drop, Crystal. With the wavy, bouncy, ethereal beat that instantly blew me away for an artist with this low streams, I continue to push the Teccmeta Nation and highly recommend tapping in before this dude is huge. Here's a few songs I highly suggest you tapping into. Next, we got another hip-hop act, Vaxfr. Dude has the underground under storm right now for his 2 fairly large songs, Bobby Smurda and Buddy Buddy. Both addictive, high-energy, overstimulating tracks with a nice mix between melodic flows and clean cadence littered all over his flows. He reminds me of Tana, but in a more melodic, modern underground twist way. He often hops on crazier beats that mix genres but stay primarily hyperpop and hip-hop based. Vax currently sits at 85,000 monthly listeners, but as for all of these artists, he's absolutely going to be huge in a few years, so tap in now. Here's a few incredible songs I recommend you to tap into before it's too late. Last but definitely not least is an incredible indie R&B bedroom pop artist, Justend. From New York City, Justend mixes angelic, dreamy vocals with groovy and mind-numbingly relaxing beats. Sitting at a bit over 100,000 monthly listeners, Justend and his agenda are a strong fan base that really appreciate the craft and have a clear love for creativity. Not only have I been buffing Justend for a bit over a year now, but a few months ago I had the opportunity to work with him and take the cover art for his single, Wake Up in the Morning, featuring another incredible artist, Low Effort. It seems like Justend is really going to be running the scene in 2026, with his first show in New York City being sold out a few nights ago. Big ups to bro, and if you're watching this, bro, again, much love for letting me collaborate with you. Anyway, here's a few songs that I highly recommend you to check out. That's about all I got for you today. Let me know which of these artists in the comments is your favorite, as well as if I should do more videos in this style. Also, tell me what games you want me to play in the background, because I got every single game ever. And yeah, that's about all. Thanks. Peace.